so we're going to go over the tools you need. First, a jack stands. We use the high lift jack since we were on the lift. You're going to need a breaker bar with a 1 1/16 socket for the torsion bar. And then I used a 14, a 12, I think I used a 10 once. The adjustable was very handy for holding the sway bar link while we were trying to break the nut free. And here's our 17 and 19 for undoing the shocks. And our 3/8 ratchet. And you might need different size extensions depending on your room to work in. So besides that, you may need additional tools depending on your setup. As for instance, y'all probably on the ground with some jack stands trying to squeeze it up there. You might need coil spring compressor tool to sneak it up in there. If you're able to get the car off the ground high enough, you'll be able to just drop the axle down like we did in the video. But otherwise, you should be good with these tools. And hope you enjoy. So, lift springs. We're going to have to take shocks off, disconnect the sway bar, and then we should be able to push down on this end here, pop that spring out, pop this spring in. We're doing it on our lift. You can do it on jack stands if need be. I've done that before with some spring compressors. Can get a little sketchy and a little fun, but we're going to see how this turns out. Alright, so I've already got the nuts off, one up top, one on the bottom, and now
try to get a picture of it, but oh, there you go.
We'll try to get this sucker off. Is it coming?
It's coming off, yeah. Almost, keep going.
Whoa!
I didn't even know that was there. When the wild Milwaukee appears.
Yeah.
It's almost like ish. Everything's just falling off the car now.
It is. Okay, so high lift jack works for us since we're this high up. What happened was I was taking this off. It was going to drop down. So support this, and then you can finish taking the shock loose, just like that. That's loose. And the next step is going to be taking this loose, and you have to put a pair of needle nose vice grips or something back there, and the 14 millimeter nut over here, and this will pop off, and that way this whole thing will drop down and allow you to pop the spring out.
Again, want to reiterate the fact that you really want to support the axle before you drop any of this down. So when you have a jack,
put a tire under it.
Yeah, exactly. You could put a tire under it. You could put something, just if you didn't have a.
Oh, that's not perfect.
I was gonna say, if you're on a jack, you want something like you could lay the tires flat or something like that. But right now we're just using the farm jack, so we're just gonna run with this.
All right, so adjustable wrench, 14 millimeter socket. Let's see what it does. I think you got it. Got something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost off. Try it again. Oh, it's kind of like... hard to get at. You got it?
Yep.
Right there. Bam.
There you
Cool.
go.
All right, now let's disconnect that. Does that pop out? There we go. Bam. And now that we got that out, we can use this jack to lower it. So let me have that. Ooh. Let's see. Alright, let's see.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
Alright, now is a great time to clean off all the mud. Alright, so the springs we chose are the 784s. Before, they were made by Moog, and they were CC784. Now, Husky has the same spring, but it's RV784. And this is what we're going to use to lift the Trooper. And to do that, these are Jeep front springs. So we're going to have to cut the pigtail off where it starts turning tighter up here, so it'll fit in the coil spring bucket on the rear of the Trooper. So let's get to cutting. Alright, cutting time. Always wear your safety glasses. I got regular glasses. Light over here. Just smooth the edges, and that should be good. Touch up the paint, and we're ready to throw it back in. Alright, so got the old one out. We're going to try to shove the new one in, and we're going to try to do this without a spring compressor. So first we're going to put the tighter portion up top, so it has less chance of actually holding stuff if we were to flip it upside down. So that was like that, and then bam, and then what we're gonna have to do is turn. There's this rubber boot up top here that we're gonna take off.
Trying to get a shot of it, but
reinstall, because here, I'll take it out and show you. It looks like that. So you gotta make sure you put the end in over there. Take this and put it back on the way it was. And now we're gonna push down and line that up with that bucket like that. And then we're gonna put the sway bar end link back in.
Maybe lift up on it?
you have to probably jack it back up.
Yeah, you can lift up on it, and I'll try to scoot it in. Bam.
So
Where's
if
the
you-
nut? Because it might pop out. Got it?
I just want to say, if you don't have two strong people to lift an axle, you would want to jack it back up at this point.
And now,
Unless you have
while
two
we got it,
people to
we're
lift
gonna hit this real quick. Let down on it. Alright. grab that adjustable wrench.
Ta-da.
Bang. I think it's up and down right now. Like, right. Nope. Yep. Bam. 2 Ugga-Duggas later, it's back on.
So at this point, everything is done. As you can tell, we installed a new shock, which this is the reason why, for anybody that's interested. When we took it off, this shock decided not to, you know, extend anymore. It was completely dead, so we were like, time to get some new ones. It was leaking fluid. The seal broke, as you guys can see the wet on the side of it. So we ended up just switching them out. But at this point, this side is done, so we are going to do the other rear off camera, and then we will move to the front.
Alright, so we did the back. You can see the new springs. Now it's time for the torsion bars. You got this bolt right here on this cross member. It's right behind your 4-wheel drive transfer case right here. And you're going to need an 1 1/16" socket. And I recommend a breaker bar for leverage. And so 1 full turn is 1/4 inch. So we're going to lift the front 1.5 inches to start with, and then see where we're at. So that'll be 6 turns. And we can start with that. So so it's 1. That's 2. That's 3. 4. That's 5. That's 6. Just about. Yep. 6. And I'm gonna do the other one 6 times. But you get the picture. And we'll be back when we stay on the ground and see where we're at. Alright, so the lift is done. So for a walk around, we started out at like 33 and some change on the front here. We're up to like 36 after cranking the torsion bars. And in the back, we got the springs. I think it's like upper 35. I forget the measurement offhand, but it's close to 36. So we got a good 2-ish inches of lift with those coils. We'll link the coils in the description. But now he's ready to go for bigger tires. And we're going to do the front steel bumper soon, and definitely some more things to come. So this truck will be around for a while, but yeah, that's about it. That's all you need to do to lift your 99 Trooper.